lucky that way. It knocks at their door very often, and they do try to avail the opportunity. And if they do succeed in it also. So that's a very good thing for them. That because number one is a number which is of the sun, and the sun is a giver. It gives us energy. It gives us light. And number one has also come to this world to give knowledge, share whatever they have with people. Hi, this is Kanika. Today I'm making the third episode of number one. I've made two before. I hope the number ones, have had a look at it and felt that there was some association of the number with them. It's very fulfilling and very satisfying to know that if you have come up with the right information and whatever information that I'm imparting to you, it resonates with you. So it's just a very lovely feeling that I'm on the right track. Anyway, this is my third episode. And it's not a very long episode because I just, whatever was left in number one to tell you about, I shall be telling you all about that. Some suggestions for number one is that they have been given leadership qualities that I've brought it up many times. And a lot of opportunities are going to come their way very often. In fact, like in other people's lives, opportunities knock at their door, but somehow people don't come to know, or they just do not avail that opportunity. But number one are lucky that way. It knocks at their door very often, and they do try to avail the opportunity. And if they do succeed in it also. So that's a very good thing for them. That because number one is a number which is of the sun, and the sun is a giver. It gives us energy, it gives us light. And number one has also come to this world to give knowledge, share whatever they have with people. And if whatever they are skilled with, it's good if they pass it on to others also, or bring it into use so that others can benefit from them in various other ways, like giving them job opportunities. Or number ones are so enterprising that because of them and because of the setups they will have, they shall do good, in fact, to various people for them getting jobs on senior positions. They have a chance to give a lot to the world. I could say that this is an advantage of being a number one. For example, I'll give you a few examples of number one. That there are so many, but I'll just give you a few. Dhirubhai Ambani was a number one. His son Mukesh Ambani is a number one. And Bill Gates is also a number one. And why I've given you these examples is that these people, being number one, encashed their abilities and their skills and brought it into use, not only for their advantage, but also for the people who are working for them. Now you know that there's so millions or maybe thousands and thousands of people working under people like who are doing well and who have had opportunities to do well in life. So you are a giver anyway. You're giving opportunities to so many people. You're availing it yourself and passing it on to others also. So this is a very good side, and they must lose no chance in doing so. Some suggestions for number one are that I've said it before, but I'd still like to repeat it. That as they do better in life or as they grow older, they tend to become more aggressive and bossy, and due to which it's not going to help them anyway. It's not that you can get work taken out from the people who work under you or for you just by being bossy, aggressive, arrogant, or anything. Nothing like that. It's not necessary. You have to function that way. You're a person that you're going to be liked by everybody, wherever you go. So you will always get a lot of respect in the society and shall always have an aura that you will stand out in a crowd. And it's like, it's like the sun, whether it rises in the morning and it sets in the evening. It may hide behind the clouds, but cannot remain hidden for too long behind the clouds. It will come and show out, and it'll do its daily chores. That the way the sun has its timings of going up, coming, rising, and going down, setting. Same way, you also need to function in the same fashion because you also belong to the same planet. And that is going to, of course, as I said before, is going to take you far. And now I want to tell you about your health. Your health, most number one people, you could say about 80%, number one people have a problem of headaches. They either have migraine pains, or they would have some nervous system, some problem regarding nerves, or they could have headaches due to digestive system because their digestive system is not very good. They have a lot of acidity and reflux problems. So these are problems that are not, it's not that when you grow older they're going to occur. They can happen to you at a young age also. So I think that people who are number one should observe and watch whenever they get headaches, or if they are having a problem regarding their nervous system. If they're getting headaches, it could be just because of their digestive system. So they need to be careful about that. This is a health issue that will trouble them almost throughout their lives. So they have to be careful about it. And of course, there are lots of things in today's time to be able to sort any medical issue, which is not a very, very worrying thing. I mean, you don't have to worry about it's going to be a difficult situation for you. No, it's just that you need to just be careful because it does happen. Headaches, number one, वालों को बहुत होते हैं. And I had said that number one is one side of a coin of a number four. So whenever number 4 year comes, like when it was 2020, so it was a 4. So whenever you have a number 4 coming in the year, just be careful. Because in those years, you could have some health issues which could not, I wouldn't say trouble you, but could be more likely than other years. So I think that you need to keep a check on those years whenever it's a 4, and be careful about it because they are associated with each other. So you should keep a check on this also. And as I was saying that I think you should be careful on 8 also. Because whenever dates like 13th, 22nd, 26th, anything falling on a 4 or a 8, though of course 4 is more important, but because since 4 and 8 also do not go well with each other, so you should be careful that do not do anything special, or be careful of these dates because you could maybe have injuries or some controversy, get into some awkward situation which would just give you some mental stress. So be careful about it. And whichever year comes to a number 1 shall be at an advantage to you because whenever the running age is on a number 1, it comes to a number 1, you shall always benefit. If you look back to your years, see till now we have not been observing our past, the years that have gone by. But do sometime think and look back into time and see that have you had anything related to certain issues on good things on a number 1 and certain things negative or not to your advantage on a number 4. Let's talk about the president of our country, Srimati Pratibha Patil. Now she is the first female, I told you number 1 is an initiating number. So she is the first female president of the country. She was elected for the presidency on the 19th. The date, it was 19th December. She became the first MLA of Rajya Sabha also, or at the age of 55. And at the age of 73, she became the president of the country. So if you've noticed, all these dates total up to number one. That does mean that one plays a positive role in the life of all ones, because they are people who do achieve. So I'll end it here, and I hope that I have been able to give you some basic and some mixed information regarding number one. Next videos of mine, I shall be talking more about number one, other things in context, and of course, there's lots more to share with you. So I'll do that where I start with my next number one video. Till then, do go and have a look if you haven't seen the others, and do view this video too. Thank you.